The Seattle Storm just got Brittney Sykes. They just got Brittney Sykes out of nowhere because everybody is all of a sudden now because everyone is now all of a sudden a free agent. Everyone's a free agent coming to this year. You are literally out here seeing everyone just getting cut or traded, or everyone's on the trade block. Apparently Satu's on the trade block. Apparently Rique's probably not in the trade block, but Hines Allen is. We've seen Dejanay traded. But this is the first all-star we've seen traded. We have seen an all-star get traded for nothing. They traded what is, as of right now, I'm not joking, for what is, as of right now, the 11th pick in the draft, they got an all-star. The Seattle Storm have got Brittney Sykes, and they gave up Zaya Cook and the 11th pick in the draft. Like, you would have gotten Carly Samuelson for this at the start of the year. A late pick. You literally had to give up one first-round pick for this. And they only had to give up Alicia Clark. I mean this when I say this. Alicia Clark literally is averaging, 3 points per game on a near max. Ramona Shelburne, she took less money to return to Seattle. She doubled her money. She went from 90K to 180K. She took double the money. Who was going to pay Alicia Clark a max? But now the Washington Mystics have 3 first-round picks. They have 3 first-round picks. And they have 2 seconds and a third-round pick. They have 3 first-round picks again. It's not going to be picks 3, 4, and 6 again. But they now have 3 first-round picks. Out of nowhere. They have 3 picks. And Alicia Clark, Zaya Cook has already been waived by the Mystics. They absolutely, the Mystics have put themselves in an unbelievable position. And the Seattle Storm just got an all-star. They have now replaced in their starting lineup. It was literally a case where the Seattle Storm had been starting Erica Wheeler. They had been starting Erica Wheeler, who, was doing well, but Erica Wheeler is not a starter. Realistically, if you want to win a championship, Erica Wheeler is not going to be a starter. However, Brittney Sykes, you have now got Skylar Diggins, Brittney Sykes backcourt. That is, they are literally, I know they're vets, but this whole team are dogs. Sykes, Diggins, and by the way, Lucy Olsen might come in as a starter for the rest of the year, which could be crazy for the Mystics. From nobody knowing whether or not she was going to even make the team, then bringing in I don't remember her first name, but Jensen. They brought in your one who went to, she go to Creighton? Because I remember she hit the game winner against Iowa in Caitlin Clark's sophomore year. I can't remember who it was for. But yeah, it's a crazy situation because they have now, it's going to be huge for the young players in Washington, who I think are, again, hoping not to make the playoffs. That's the likelihood of this scenario, is that the Washington Mystics are not going to make the playoffs. A lot of people thought, okay, maybe they were going to make some form of trade and they might have taken salary off some team. But, they're not going to make the trade. Or they're not going to make the playoffs now. They're already the 9th seed. They are a game behind the Valkyries, and they've just probably conceded, look, we don't really care. Because the Washington, again, nearly made the playoffs last year. So they're probably going to have their own lottery pick. The Lynx pick, which is going to be the 15th pick in the draft, it is what it is. But you can guess someone with the 15th pick. And then the Storm pick is probably going to be around the 11th, 12th pick, which you can still get good players. Like, it is funny looking at some drafts where they have Awafam going 10th. Like, Awafam is going... I mean this when I say this. Awafam is going number 1. Awafam's going number 1. Apparently, the projected... Like, I can't believe some people are actually saying Awafam's going to go, like, 10th. But again, it's only really Tankathon that has a proper draft. So if you're looking at the first round picks right here, they've got Awafam going 7th. There is no way. If you take Gianna Neepkins, who is 4 years older than Awafam and not as good as Awafam, like, where are they getting 30.1 points for Latson? Oh, this is per 36 per game. I'm saying, 3.7 points for Fan Man. Awafam was the starting center for the Spanish national team. But, like, let's just say they get picks. They get their own pick, which is 4. And then they get the 4th pick. They get what they're projected to get here, which is Garzon. And then they get the Lynx pick here, which is 15. Like, I think you can go and get yourself what I think would be a nice power forward. You could get yourself late first round, like a Stolke. I don't think Chloe Kitts around there is the greatest pick in the world. Sarah Williams might be okay. Garzon can shoot the ball. But with that 4th pick, you probably need to get yourself a true point guard. You got to probably pray Olivia Miles falls. You got to pray Olivia Miles falls because you kind of need like a true PG. But you can find one of them in free agency. And like the Mystics, they don't need to go for it next year either. Like if they don't make the playoffs and then get themselves into 2027 sweepstakes, which would be a really interesting draft. And then you can go for it then. But yeah, it's an interesting one because I think nobody lost in this trade. Nobody lost this trade. Like the Storm get better. They literally just got an all-star. The Storm are into that contender category. They are they just gave up nothing for Brittney Sykes. Like they have the best defensive team, player for player. Maybe like individual basis, they might have the best defensive team in the history of WNBA. Like Skylar Diggins is a dog. Gabby Williams is absolutely locked down. Like Brittney Sykes is unbelievable defender, and her motor's crazy. Skylar Diggins is a competitor. It is a player that fits, and man, I think this is going to make the Seattle Storm really dangerous, and I'm so glad the Fever don't have to play the Storm again. Like, we could not deal late in the game with them pressing us with Erica freaking Wheeler on their team. Like, I really hope that the Indiana Fever don't... If things are the way they are, I think the Indiana Fever can beat the Mercury. I think the Indiana Fever will beat the Dream. I don't see the Indiana Fever beating the Seattle Storm. And if there's any team that's going to take out the Lynx or the Liberty, it's going to be these guys. Assuming everybody's healthy, because when Sykes goes back to this season, purely defensive role, where like she made 4 straight all defensive teams as a guard. Like she can be the best perimeter defender in the WNBA. And when she's the 4th option, like she was when the Mystics were good at times. Or was she? She wasn't with the Mystics, was she? What did Brittney Sykes play for? She had Mystics the entire time? I don't think so. No, she wasn't. She was with Sparks, that was it. She played the Dream for a while. She played the Sparks for a few years. Like, she can absolutely be an unbelievable player. And again, a former depoy to add to Gabby Williams, who might win depoy this year. Neka was a pretty good defender. Skyler is a pretty good defender. And freaking Ezzy freaking Magabagor at center with Malonga on the bench.